All right, guys, we are live. All right. So some of you I think are going to be coming on today. Hopefully there's quite a few of you. Otherwise you can watch, of course, this recorded version. So I'm going to get started. Happy Friday. And thank you for joining us for another episode of The Stern Truth. This week we're talking about the stern truth on how to finally build a business and life that you want. Okay? And if you guys come on, please jump into the comment box and say hi, and we'll have a lot of fun in the next 20 minutes, a lot of learning, and some tips for you to take with you that you can actually start to use in your business and your life right away. Okay, so the overview of this training is basically this. I'm going to be covering some strategies, some philosophies, ideas that's going to help you to go back into your business and life and implement them. We've been talking about this in our 4-week mastermind group, and I know a lot of you wanted to jump into the Monday group, which is full. So I'm going to actually share some of the information that we've been talking about in our mastermind group with you guys here today. And I know some of the mastermind group members are going to be watching this, so it's a good refresher, and we're going to also jump ahead to some of the things that we're going to be doing in week 3. I'm going to talk about here today as well, because I know, again, some of you want to get into the Monday group, but it was full. So the thing is, let's face it, and I have a few notes because I do not want to miss anything. But the thing is here, guys, most of us, let's face it, most of us want more, right? We want more from our business and our life. And we get stuck. We get stuck on the path. We get stuck on the path to creating more. And the question I want us to ask ourselves is why? Why do you think you get stuck? Why do you think you get stuck? You know, you have an idea, you have a goal, you have a desire, you have a dream, and you start to work towards it, but then something happens and you don't achieve it. And I guess the question is, why? So in the past, what I found in my 25 years of owning and operating a small business, and then more recently in my coaching practice, what I have found is that first of all, I'll say it right now, there's no secret. So get that out of your head. There's no one secret. People have their ideas that if you do this, everything's going to change for your business. Everything is going to change. There's no secret sauce. There's no silver bullet. But I found that there are probably 3 shifts that you need to make. And it's what I've made in my business and what I've helped my clients make in their businesses. And it's 3 shifts that when you make them and you're consistent with them, you will build a sustainable, profitable, enjoyable business and life that you can actually enjoy. And you'll have the freedom to actually be able to enjoy your life. And one other thing, you'll have the freedom to enjoy your business. Because when we're so focused in our business to a certain goal, a financial goal, a profit goal, income goal, a number of clients, whatever it is, or a specific project, we're working towards that. Many times we're not able to enjoy it because we don't have the freedom to enjoy it. We're so focused on that goal, and it might take us away from our family life, and then we get overworked, overtired, we're not sleeping well. So if you guys have been following me for a while, you know my whole approach. It's really a holistic approach, because it's covering the entire person. It's a 360-degree view. Okay, so today we're going to go over the 3 shifts. It's really what we cover in our business and life mastery, whether it's our group program or our private coaching program, our one-to-one coaching program. It's still the same thing. It's the philosophies and strategies, and it's 3 shifts, which we're going to talk about right now. Okay, so think about building a house, right? Think about building a house. You don't just start. You don't get the contractor, the builder, to just start throwing walls up and doors up and whatever. It just doesn't work that way. you have to do certain things first. Okay, so before you can actually build the different pieces to the house and the rooms, you have to build the foundation. Otherwise, the house is going to sink. But before you build the foundation, there's a step before that, and it's the plan. It's the vision. So in a house, you need to know how many bedrooms do you want? Where do you want the kitchen to be located? How many fireplaces do you want? Do you want it to be an open concept? You know, where are the windows? Which way is the kitchen facing? Which way is the family room facing or the great room facing? That sort of thing, right? How many square feet do you want? So you need to have a vision. You need to really have clarity. And this is our first shift, right? You need to have complete clarity. Now, swinging it back to us here and our life and our business. So this is what we talked about in our mastermind group at the beginning, the first week, is really getting clear on what it is that you want in your business and in your life. Again, not just your business, but your life. What is it that you want? So the exercise I put you guys through before in a previous video training, if you've seen it, if you haven't, I'm going to do it again. And of course, we've done it in our mastermind group. It's a 3-year vision. And I want you guys to basically go to a quiet place, take a pad of paper, go turn off all electronics, okay? Don't even turn your cell phone off. Put it away. Put it in a closet or put it in a drawer, or leave it at home and go for a walk into the wilderness, or go to a nice, a coffee shop that's nice and quiet, or a hotel with a comfortable chair, sitting by the fireplace with a pad of paper, and just think. Close your eyes and visualize. Don't do this while you're driving. Close your eyes and visualize where your ideal life is in 3 years, okay? This is how you're going to get crystal clarity on what you want. So think about yourself. We're not just thinking about the business, yourself 3 years from now. Pretend that someone's spending the day with you and doing a documentary on your life 3 years from now. And they're spending the day going around with you. What are you doing? So don't think about the how. The how is what stops people, because you're always thinking, well, okay, how am I going to achieve it? Don't think about the how right now. You're thinking about the what. What are you doing? Who are you with? What does it look like? What is the route? What does your house look like? What kind of car are you driving? What's your office or your business look like? What are your customers like? Be as specific as possible. Who are you serving? What are you serving? What are you doing? What's your impact in the world? How much money are you making? How much impact are you making? How much influence do you have? Who are the people that are close to you and around you? And now the holiday season's coming up, or the holiday season's among us. Who are you spending the time with personally and professionally? Who's in your inner circle? So you're going to look at all these things in 3 years. What your ideal life looks like in 3 years. So it's like you're watching this documentary, you're watching this movie of your life. And it's almost, you have to put yourself in that place. And you have to stop stopping yourself. Forget the how. So 3 years from now. So that's exercise number 1, to create crystal clarity on where you want to get to, what you want to do. It's almost like, what do you want your legacy to be? But we think of legacy as the end of our life. But you can do your legacy and build your legacy and live your legacy now. So 3 years from now, that's number 1. Because then you're going to reverse engineer it back to 1 year. So if you know you want to be at over here in 3 years with this, and this, and doing this, where do you need to be in 1 year to be on track to get there in 3 years? And that's your 1 year plan. That's your 1 year vision. That's your 1 year goal. That's what you're going to achieve in 2019 in your business and in your life. How many hours a week are you going to be working? How many hours a week do you get to spend playing with your kids, or spending quality time with them, or with your significant other, with your friends? How many vacations are you taking? Where are you going this summer? Where are you going next holiday season? Where are you going for spring break? Or what are you doing? And this is where you get really specific with SMART goals, which is specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, and time bound. So they have to have a time to it. They have to be very specific. That the easiest example is just either income or a weight. If you want to get healthier, you want to lose so much weight, so you want to lose 20 pounds by March 31st, 2019. And it's obviously all, it's specific, it's time bound, it's relevant, it's measurable. And is it attainable? That's a question you have to ask yourself. So make sure that it's all SMART goals. Everything you plan, as much as you can be a SMART goal. Okay. Then you're going to reverse engineer that back further to 90 days, right? Okay. So, and then the 90 days, that's where at the end of this, we're going to talk about that a little bit further for the next 90 days. That's where you're actually going to build the action steps to achieve your goal in 2019. So you're not coming back and it's like October and it's like, oh, I have 2.5 months left and I'm nowhere near my goal. You're going to be looking at it in 90-day increments and measuring yourself where you're at. Okay. But again, with the whole business and life in mind, this is what you're going to do. You're going to think about this. What are you doing in your personal life and in your business? You don't want your business to be you. You don't want you to be your business. Okay. When you're looking at your business in 3 years from now, I forgot to mention who's in your business, who's on your team. That's critical. So that's the first shift. And it's not easy. It is not easy. I'm going to tell you right now, it's not easy. It's simple, but it's not easy. You have to really go within yourself and really suspend all questions and just write down what you see in that movie, and it's your ideal life in 2019 and what you're doing. And it's going to surprise you, most likely, when you think of it that way. Okay, so let's move on to the second shift, because we're going to talk about the 90 days in just a few minutes. The second shift is building the foundation. So we've got the plan. You know how many rooms you want. You know where the kitchen is going. So you've got the plan for the house. You got the plan for your business. In my analogy, you got your plan for your business and your life. Now we're going to the second shift, which is pouring the foundation, building the foundation, which is our second shift of having a leader's mindset. Because guys, mindset is everything when it comes to you moving forward in business or life. You've probably seen posts about it. There's, online, there's always positive quotes, but it's one thing to just read it. It's another thing to live it. All right. So having a leader's mindset means that you're actually doing what is necessary every single day in your mind. It's sticking to the vision, because we know as leaders know that obstacles come up and they navigate around them or right through them. So as a leader, that's the mindset you need to have. If you want to achieve anything great in your business and in your life, you have to be a leader for yourself. If you're not a leader for yourself, you cannot be a leader for the people around you. Plain and simple. At least not an effective leader. Maybe you can be a bad leader, but we're not talking about that. There's enough bad leaders in the world. Okay, so we're going to be an effective leader, a good leader. So you need to, it's like exercising and eating healthy. You got to bring positive things into your mind. You have to read the positive books, positive articles, listen to positive and motivational podcasts and music. Get yourself a soundtrack of awesome. Put together a compilation of 10, 20, 30 songs that lift you up, that you just go to, and podcasts or YouTube videos that you go to when you need it. When you wake up in the morning, put a positive song on and just start your day off on a positive foot. Because you're going to have limiting beliefs at times. You're going to have self-doubt at times. But if you can go back to some positive, inspirational, and motivational music or podcasts or books or YouTube videos that you can go to get you out of that, it makes a world of difference. Same thing with having people around you, people who can lift you up. Bring people onto your team. So leaders don't do everything themselves. Leaders have people around them. Have that leader mindset. Don't do everything yourself. Seek others, support from others. Give to others. Best way we can improve ourselves is by giving to others and being of service to others. Have that leader's mindset. And again, we go into this in a lot more detail in our programs, but that idea is working on your mindset. It's like working the muscle in the gym. You go every single day, you do the work to nurture your mindset. All right? If you fall down, you get back up. Think of things differently. Look at your business differently. Look at your life differently. Okay? Look at failure differently. Because guys, I'll tell you this right now, if you're not failing, you're not trying. You have to fail in order to grow. We learn from our failures. So that's shift number 2. Okay? The final shift is, well, before I go to the final shift, going back to the team, okay? Go from me to we. That's a huge mindset shift for most small business owners. So I want to emphasize that a bit. Go from me to we. You have to bring people onto your team, whether they're paid as a employee on your team, or they're a contract employee, or you're outsourcing it. You need to build a team around you, and it might even include a coach or a mentor, or get yourself an accountability partner, someone to encourage you and push you along the way. But bring people onto your team. Leaders know what their strengths are. Leaders know what their weaknesses are, and they bring people on their team that are complementary to themselves, and that allow them to stay in their genius zone. Okay, again, we work on this in a great more detail in our program, but it allows you to focus on what it is that you're really, really good at and really, really effective at, and have other people do the rest. Okay, so these are the shifts you need to make. And the final shift, once you've designed that life you want, once you've started to have the mindset and built that foundation, which is all about the leader's mindset, you're going to actually start to build the different pieces of the house. And that's the action steps. So I posted in the group the other day that picture of the 5 frogs on the log, and you guys got it right. Those of you who answered, yeah, 5. If you haven't seen it, 5 frogs sitting on the log. 4 decide to jump off. How many are left? Right? And the key word is deciding to jump off. So 5 are left because they just decided. They didn't take the action. Okay. And in some cases, some of them do actually jump off, and then they find out the water is freezing cold, and they jump, or they see some big fish float, swimming around thinking it's a shark, and they jump back on the log. So fear happens, but you gotta get into the water. You have to jump off. I love that Steve Harvey YouTube video of jump. You gotta just do it. Okay? You've got to take action. So that's what the third and final shift is: living life on purpose, living life intentionally. So you're going to take all of the work you've done, all the pre-work you've done, all the foundational and the vision work you've done, and you're going to start to build. You're going to have that 90-day plan, and you're going to start to build the specific action steps that you need to take every single day in order to get you there. Every single day. Again, get yourself a coach or an accountability partner to help you keep you going, but every day. Every day, read the positive books. Every day, or listen to the positive music and the podcasts that are in line with where you want to go. So here's the thing, guys. When you have a vision, when you know this is where you want to go, that's your guiding star. Okay? So another analogy is just like a road trip. You know you want to get to B, you know you want to get to C, but you're going to have to go through different journeys, along different places along the way, including B to get to C, but you have the map along the way. And if you go off track, you still know that that's where you want to go. C is where you want to get to. That's your vision. So when you have that leader's mindset and you're taking the steps every single day to get to that end goal, that end vision, if you go off track a little bit, keep the vision in mind, and you're writing all this stuff down and refer back to it all the time. So you're making sure that you are on that path. Okay? Keep it going every single day. Now, the other day I mentioned who's up for a challenge in the group. No one, of course, said anything, so I'm just going to mention it now. What I'm going to do, and I want to thank Allison Seton for sort of encouraging me with a bit of a challenge that she's doing, and it gave me an idea, which is something that I kind of do with my clients as well, but I'm doing this into a 21-day challenge for all of you. And I'll post it in the group as well, separately from this video. Okay. So what I want you to do, and this is what we're going to do in our mastermind group as well. And I'm going to start this tomorrow, being December 1st. You can start it today. December 1st is a nice start. Gives you some time to think about it. So this is a 21-day challenge. And what I want you to do, it's the rule of 3. I want you for the next 21 days. And the reason we pick 21 days is because it takes 21 days on average. Studies have shown it takes 21 days on average to build a new habit. So what I want you to do is every single day for the 21 days, you get up and you spend 6 minutes at most, okay, 3 minutes first in the morning on gratitude. And before you turn this off and say, I've done the gratitude. No, I want you to pick 3 things every morning that you're grateful for. Because what it does in our brain, in our mind, is it really opens everything up for us and allows us to feel differently and look at things differently. Because when we look at our world differently, everything will change. So you're going to pick something different every single day, 3 different things that you're grateful for. But I want you to sit there with those 3. I don't want you just writing it down. You're going to get a little journal and just write it down. Day 1, these are the 3 things I'm grateful for. But feel it. Close your eyes and feel it. It could even be something as simple one day as depending on where you live, the flowers outside, whatever it is, or if it's a sunny day. But pick something different every day. And there's enough people in your life you can show gratitude towards them each day, different people, and yourself, and health, and whatever it is. But feel it. Don't just write it down and move it on. Feel it. Okay. So gratitude. 3 minutes of gratitude. Then what you're going to do with the 90-day goals, your 90-day goal in mind, you are going to write down. I like the rule of 3. 3 action steps for the day. So you write down 3 things that you can do today. And some of them can be repetitive from day to day. Okay, but be specific and try to change it up a little bit. And again, it's not just about your business, right? So one of them, you might have a goal in 90 days to maybe lose some weight or to exercise, be exercising, let's say 4 times a week by 90 days. So what is the goal today? Maybe you're going for a 30-minute walk or a 20-minute walk or whatever it is. Write down the goal. Write down the action step, the 3 different action steps. Maybe it's reaching out to 5 customers you haven't spoken to in a while, or sending someone, maybe it's just sending someone, a friend, an article that might help them. If that's one of your goals, is maybe being a better friend or whatever it is, it's entirely up to you on how you want to create your business and your life. 3 action steps every single day, and you're going to write it down. And then at night, you're just not leaving it at that. You're going to spend 3 minutes in reflection, period. Looking at your journal, just quickly look at the things you were grateful for, just reminding yourself that, and looking at the 3 action steps and just going through it one by one. How did you do? And just be honest with yourself. And don't beat yourself up. If you didn't do all 3 one day, that's okay. You got the next day. But be honest with yourself and just commit to doing them. And if one day you don't do it, get back on that horse the next day and do it. And if you do this for 3 weeks, if you do this for 21 days, and I can tell you right now, most of you probably are thinking you can and then you won't. But if you really say you want something, if you really want to create that business and life that you want, you're going to have to do the work. Forget following all these experts who say this marketing strategy is going to work and change your life, because you know what? Some of them will. And maybe you'll get more clients than you've ever had before in your life. Right? Is that what you want? Do you want to be working 24/7? There's other things you need to do to put into place so that you can be able to service clients. I'm not saying these other strategies don't work. Some of them do. But I want you guys to have a life that you have freedom with, so that you can enjoy your business and you're not a slave to your business, and that you have time to take vacations and you have time to enjoy your life, because that, in the end, at the end of the day, is what we're all going to think back on. Is, did we live? Brendan Burchard, one of my mentors that I follow, his famous things every time he signs off, and I guess his sort of what he's become famous for is he always asks the question, did I live? Did I love? Did I matter? That's what it's all about. So guys, if you need help with any of this, and you want to build the business and that you need so you can live the life that you want, reach out to us. Book a call, businessandlifemastery.com, businessandlifemastery.net/call. Book a call with us. We'll go on the phone 45 minutes, an hour, and we'll just help you get clear on where you want to get to. And if you want to work with us in the future, great. If not, if just the call, that's perfectly fine. I want you guys to have the year 2019 that you want and that you keep talking about every year. And why not finish 2018 off really, really strong? Okay? So reach out to us, businessandlifemastery.net/call. Let's do the 21-day challenge, and I want you guys to post in the group as well along the way how you are doing. Bye for now. Have a great weekend, and let's get this challenge going.